All right, cool. So with a couple weeks into the season, there's been plenty of exciting moments and exciting games. Just a few weeks into the season, there's been some surprising teams. There's been some disappointments, or some teams that also took some unexpected turnarounds. Talking about unexpected turnarounds, I think the Cincinnati Bengals fit that description perfectly. No one expects injuries to happen, and no one obviously wants any injuries to happen. But no one expected 2 weeks into the season, Joe Burrow is going to have a turf toe injury and going to be out possibly mid-December. And by then, the Bengals season could be really much over because they won when he got out in the Jacksonville game. They still won, granted, but the following week they played Minnesota. They got crushed, and it's probably going to be more games like that where Jake Browning is going to obviously be the starter. So we're going to see in the Minnesota game there's going to be a little bit more like that. Whereas he's just, especially their schedule, it doesn't favor them anyway. But for the Bengals case, this is a really tough situation because there's a realistic shot, especially looking at their schedule. They could possibly lose every game. Maybe they could beat the Jets. I don't know, and by the time he comes back, is it even worth putting him in? All right, cool. So moving on, talking about disappointment so far. One of the biggest, probably the bigger disappointment so far has been the Texans. The play calling has been bad for Houston. The most they score is 19 points through 3 games, so the play calling has been pretty bad, obviously. The defense isn't really the biggest issue. The defense only gave up 20 points in that Monday night game against Tampa. But other than that, they haven't been too bad. It's just the offense. They haven't been able to really find a way to push the ball down the field, get touchdowns on the opening drive. It's been frustrating. It's not going to last all season long, obviously, but just for right now, these first couple weeks, these are just things that got to get cleaned up in a hurry because the Colts are in a really hot start, and we'll see how long the Daniel Jones wave is going to last, but obviously the Colts are going to see how long that goes, and the more it goes, it just creates a bigger gap for Houston. Another thing worth mentioning too that I didn't mention earlier in the video were teams that were pretty much going to perform as expected. That I don't think this is a hot take or anything, but I don't think these are teams that didn't really, I don't think even the fan bases really expected much. And one of those teams are the New Orleans Saints. For the Saints, I mean, is it really a surprise, to make it short and sweet and simple? Is it really a surprise to anyone that they are where they are now? They had a winnable game against San Francisco, but other than that, what are the highlights? Not to really pick on this team too much, but there's just really not much to be excited about or to look forward for when it comes to the Saints. All right, cool. So that leads me to my last team, which is the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think this is a really hot take to anyone, but this is probably the biggest surprise team so far in the league. Credit to the head coach, to the coaching staff as well, but the main credit is to Daniel Jones. I mean, he's been playing outstanding, really. Their average points per game, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but their offense is great. The defense feeds off the offense, so they've been playing really well. Credit to Daniel Jones, credit to the coaching staff. They've been running the ball. Jonathan Taylor's been playing well. They're gonna obviously see how long this wave lasts, but I think this is a really great start and something really to look forward to if you're a Colts fan. And obviously, you see how much the Texans are struggling. This is a very winnable division.